Hey, my dark and lovely soul. I'm happy you could join me. My name is Lenny Graves. I'm a tarot card reader. I'm an astrologer. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a demonologist. I'm a magician. I do a lot of things, and people have been liking my longer YouTube readings, my more in depth dive. And I have no idea what this reading's about yet. You have a better idea than me because I haven't pulled the cards yet. But don't worry, I'm still my favorite thing to do is flip cards to old music. But I've decided to do more of these readings on YouTube. So think about liking and subscribing if you don't mind. That would really make my day. And if you really like my content, personal readings and stuff like that, check out thelennygraves.com. We're going to get this going here really quick. And we're going to channel a spirit today. And the spirit we're going to channel is Stolas. And Stolas has a message for you. And if you don't know who Stolas is, he is a demon prince. He commands 6,666 legions of hell. He governs the stars and astronomy. I actually did a music reading with him, and I just kind of feel his presence. So today we're going to do a longer reading, and you see the smoke come up. And we're going to ask Stolas what you need to know, and maybe throw in a little astrology in there if we need to, but I don't know yet. We're going to have to find out. So, as I always start, this is the player card. That's what I like to call it. You are the player in your play, my dark and lovely soul, and the major arcana are the stars of the play. Through your life, you will play many different roles. Right now, we're going to pull the role that you are currently in. Does that make sense? The Hermit, my dark and lovely soul. Do you feel isolated right now? If you don't, you might be at a turn where you're going to take some isolation. Now, the good thing about the Hermit card is the Hermit card represents also the magician's journey, his wisdom. Like imagine Gandalf the Grey going to Gandalf the White, right? It's something like that. You graduate from Hogwarts. But the magician's path is also a solitary path and a path of transition. And you can, again, I love this tarot card deck. It's the Tarot Tarot, say that 6 times fast. The death imagery, because death, remember in the tarot or in anything, death is not a bad thing, my dark and lovely souls. It's a state of transition. It's the end of one thing to a new thing. So we definitely, right now, you have that hermit energy. And depending on what the cards say, we'll find out what Stolas wants you to know on this. Is this you're evolving as a magician? It very well could be. Congratulations. Or it could be it's time to take some introspection and see what's going on in your life. But to really get to the answers of that, we're going to pull 5 of the classic standard type A Rider-Waite tarot cards. And we're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's in your future. We're going to see what's going on. See what's going on. So, blow on that for Stolas. First card I pull, Knight of Cups inverted, my dark and lovely soul. Camera will focus. It's the smoke, I'm sorry, but it's a cool effect while I'm talking. Got the 10 of Swords inverted. Ooh, I think I know what's happening here. This reading might not resonate for everybody. And remember, if it doesn't resonate for you, if it's not going on in your life right now, throw it out. You don't need it. You don't need it. These readings, they work for me. They work for other people. They're meant to find people as they're meant to find people. Sometimes we find the wrong person. If you've been watching, I appreciate it. But if it doesn't resonate, don't feel like you have to take it home. Page of Wands. 2 more cards. And I'm going to tell you what all I do. Knight of Wands. Oh, we get a shift of fortune. That's why my man Stolas came down to talk to me today and talk to you. Ace of Pentacles inverted. And I think I know what this means before we even get to the last 3 pulls. But let's talk about these Rider-Waite cards first, okay? Get all adjusted. Knight of Cups inverted. 10 of Swords inverted. Somebody hurt you, my dark and lovely soul. Somebody you loved. And you're having trouble letting that go. You're having trouble letting that go. I get it. And when the cards are inverted like that, sometimes they mean different things, but sometimes, and especially in this time, I'm going to take it as the inversion is the blockage of the energy. You had this like really good love coming into your life. Everything was going the way it should go and all that kind of good stuff. And then boom, it got all just messed up. I'm trying not to swear. But what happened is my dark and lovely soul, I'm going to try to get in the camera there a little bit. You're having trouble letting this go. And this, or you know what? It could just be the karmatic residue. Maybe you're done. Maybe this is like an older relationship, but you still feel like there's a karmatic residue, right? There's still something like clinging in, getting all in there, right? And what this is doing is it's really blocking your energy. It's blocking the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, right? And these are court cards and they're the evolution of a card. You have passion and you're ready just to go. You're just ready to go and love and live and do all these things. But you won't let yourself with this Ace of Pentacles inverted here. You're not letting that seed be planted. And again, I think this has to do with a residual breakup that you were going through or something of that nature. And you know what? Love hurts. Love can hold us back. It's hard to get over a relationship. I know people strung out people 5 years ago, right? It's okay. But we got to let those things go. And before I jump into the Thoth Tarot over here, I'm going to pull 3 more riders because I want to get a little clarification on what's up here, okay? And while I'm getting the clarification, Well, I'm going to shuffle the cards while I'm channeling the energy. I also, because again, Stolas is an astrology demon. He's my man. And patron of wizards is the owl. I got this wand energy coming in, right? And so I'm thinking that there might be an Aries at play here in their sun, moon, or rising. You might want to think about that, and that's blocking some of your love energy from coming in. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We got too much things to worry about. We got to worry about getting you where you need to be, because I don't think it is right now. So we're blow one more time. Oh, my dark and lovely soul. 8 of Swords. See, I'm making this up. I know this stuff. King of Cups. I mean, just the cards are already telling me what we already knew, huh? Nine of Wands. Okay, I already know what the Thoth Tarot is going to say, but it's dropping things off my table. Spirits are vexing me. Look at this smoke. I love this. It's the best incense. All right, my dark and lovely soul. You got to check this out. You really are hung up, aren't you, with that 8 of Swords energy? It's just trapped. And you know what? I'm even starting to think, are you this is going to resonate for people different ways, right? This is kind of a broad reading. Is it you're trapped in the memories of the past, or are you literally trapped right now in a relationship that's no good for you? And that could be like sleeping with the enemy, like Julia Roberts, you got to escape, right? Or it could just be like, forgive the example, but I know Bob's at the bar again, drunk, looking at some other girls cha-chas or whatever. However you want to put that, right? You're better than that. You deserve more than that. But what's it? Is it kids? Is it finances? Or is it nostalgia? What's keeping you? Because what's keeping you is keeping you from being happy. You got the King of Cups here. You could go out. You could go out and be happy. You can give up on this. You do not need to worry about this. This is in the past, man. Or manette. This does not matter, right? This stuff is in the past. You got some past energy, and this is why the Hermit's in here. You've been holding yourself back. You've been isolating yourself, and you might go out every day and visit with 100 people. But you're still isolating yourself. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're still not being who you could be because somebody hurt you, and that you're giving somebody that much power over you, or somebody is continuing to hurt you and you're still giving them that much power. I don't like it, my dark and lovely soul. This is why you need to be in this hermit mode. You need to come out of this. You need to get, as a wise poet, Peter Steele of Typo Negative once said in the Bloody Kisses album, you're only ever going to be happy with yourself. You're only going to be happy with yourself. You're never going to find another person that makes you happy as you're going to be. People can make us happy, right? Our kids can make us happy. Our friends can make us happy. Our lover can make us happy. Our wife or husband or whatever. But at the end of the day, we always have to be happy within ourselves, right? It's written in the stars, my dear. It's written in the stars. But we're not done. We're not done. We're at the halfway point. We still haven't pulled our last 3 cards. Let's see. Let us see. As my incense is going, I want to tell you about my lighter I found today at the gas station. I don't know if you can see it, but it's cool because it has a fish on it. And I've never seen a lighter with a fish on it before. And trust me, that was the best lighter they had. Some gas stations have better lighters than other gas stations. Anyway, that's just a random story, but I thought you might need to know that. Princess of Cups, my dear, this is you. Look at how it's upside down, though. You can't make this up. Then I've got the star inverted from the Crowley deck, and I know what the other one's going to be. And the Aeon. Here's our hope. Here's our hope. This is what we were hoping for. I was a little worried there for a second, my dark and lovely soul. You're going to come out of that. That's why Stolas wanted me to talk to you today. You're never going to be happy, right? This isn't ever going to come back. This is never going to be the same thing that it was. It's never really going to get better. You don't need me to tell you this, but the universe thought that maybe I should double down on that for you, so you got it, right? You have wishes, right? You have a whole life that you dream about in your head. It's not dependent on other people. It's dependent on your own happiness. It is. Do what you want to do. That's the hardest thing for people to do, dark and lovely soul, sometimes, is just do what you want to do, right? Why not, though? Why not? What's keeping you back? 90% of tarot card readers say the same thing again and again. We see it in fate because it's what fate wants us to know. It's what your guardian demons, it's what your guardian angels, it's what Stolas, their archangel Michael, the spirits of the wind, whatever you want to call it. It's all that universal truth is that you're your own magician. You're your own consciousness observing reality. You make fate the way you want to be. But you, my dark and lovely soul, have gotten yourself hooked up into this other person's energy, this past relationship energy, this current situationship or whatever it is energy, and you are blocking yourself from your own wishes. But we have hope at the end with the Aeon card. Aeon, I like Aeon. I'm going to flip it, and it caught it even. It's a good sign. All right, so with the Aeon card, and I'm going to pull a couple more cards because I'm just a card pulling fool today because I want to get you out of this situation, and so does Stolas, because we got you in your hermit reflection right now. And again, my dark and lovely soul, you can be with 100 people and still be a hermit. Trust me, I know that better than anybody. We got to get you out of it. We've got to show you the path because that's why you're here. But the Aeon at the end of those 3 cards tells me that we have hope. And what cards am I going to use? What cards am I going to use? My dark and lovely souls, because you need it. I break this bad boy out in an emergency. This is my Wizard Tarot. I use this for my own trippy hippie style readings. But today, we're going to use it. This has the best art. I hope it picks up. We're going to use it. Stolas through me and my interpretation with his allies. How to get you out of that situationship. How to get you out of that past hurt. 7 of Swords, inverted. Look at the art. I love the art on this card. I don't take the inversion, but I don't know. I just think it's fun. All righty, 7 of Swords. 9 of Cults, inverted. 9 of Cults, and Cults is Pentacles. Again, love the art. Look at the little cultist guys praying at the sky. And last but not least, Justice, inverted. Okay. Let me pull 2 more cards to clarify because so many inversions. 8 of Curses, 8 of Cups inverted. And then the Queen of Beasts, which is the Queen of Wands inverted. How do we get you out of your situation? Get over this Queen of Wands. If you're a guy, that's that girl chick, but it's tarot. It doesn't matter. It's just energy, right? This Queen of Wands figure that you're so enamored with, we don't need it. You got to make that choice with the 8 of Curses, which is the 8 of Cups. This is a choice that you need to make, and you're not making it. And this choice should have been made a while ago. Again, we got too much hang up going on here. Maybe you don't think it's just. And here's something that's really cool. And I'm going to tell you this. You're going to throw tomatoes at your screen. Is life isn't just, sweetie. It's just not. It's just the way it is. It's not fair. I say that sometimes. Like, remember in the movie Labyrinth, the girl, it's not fair. It's just not fair. It's not that fair. It's the wish you should have had, and you saw it there. And you saw it there, sweetie, but you're lying to yourself, right? We got to stop lying to ourselves. Like I said, this reading might not resonate for everybody. This isn't my favorite kind of reading. I think it's maybe the month or the astrology, or I don't know, maybe the year. I've been telling a lot of people, but I know it's right because I got the Magician here at the bottom of the deck. We've got to get out of this old energy, right? And maybe, I don't know, it's the prevalence of social media that we can't get away from people, or just the energy. And again, different situations will be different things to different people. But I keep getting this year again and again, is we got to move on, right? We got to get past what we got to get past. And when we do, the only thing that we're not doing is, like, imagine that you could go, and I love Disneyland as my afterlife metaphor, but we're not going to use it for the afterlife. We're going to use it for life right now. Is imagine you're in the parking lot in Disneyland, okay? And you're waiting on someone to go to Disneyland with you. You are sitting bored in the parking lot. You already have a list. You're like, I'm going to go to the Matterhorn. Do they even have that still? It's been so long since I've been around. To see the castle. I'm going to freaking have cherry Coke. I'm going to do all of those kind of things, right? But you're waiting because you want this other person. You want this situation that you're enamored with so that you can experience Disneyland with them, right? This person's over at Knoxberry Farm or Magic Mountain right now having the time of their lives. They're not worried that you're sitting in that park, because if they really were worried about it, they would be in the parking lot with you. But you're loyal to this situation, right? And I hear my voice pitch that Stolas around. You're loyal to this. You think it's written in the stars. You have this fond memory, and it holds you on. And this could also resonate for people differently. You might have this toxic memory right now going, I hate that bastard. Oh, I did. I tried so good not to swear. I hate him. But I can't let go. Maybe it's a soul binding. Maybe it's a karmic. Maybe it's a bunch of different things, right? But part of your journey through life, and everybody's journey, is to realize at the end of the day, we find our happiness within ourselves. No one else can make us happy. And you need to get away from this. It's not your fate. This is, again, why Stolas hung out with us, because he governs fate with the stars. This is why this is your message. This is why it's a specific one, not just any demon in general. Is your fate, my dark and lovely soul, is not to be the hermit. If I pull the hermit again, I'm just going to get up and walk off the camera. If I do that, Wouldn't that be just the, okay, I did. Death is your fate, my dark and lovely soul. No, it's not death. It means it's transitioning, and that's just a reaffirmation. Judgment. But also notice in this card, right? See this lady? She's come up. She's come into her power. She's raising the dead right after death, right? Who's your ultimate fate? The chariot. You're moving. I'm keeping doing this until we get to the devil, and that's just going to become a wicked sorcerer. I'm pulling too many cards on this. What this is, though, is my dark and lovely soul is you're stagnant. Does that make sense? This is not your fate. You're not supposed to be stagnant. You're supposed to go out and see the world. You're supposed to be amazing. Don't let anybody keep you from being amazing. That's what I want you to know today. That's what Stolas wants you to know. That's what I see with my witch eyes across the veil. Is you're amazing. You found me for a reason. And I'm here telling you 3 times now you're amazing. Or was that 4? But my notifications went off. That's a sign from the universe. You, my dark and lovely soul, is absolutely amazing person, right? So you need to be amazing. You don't let other people dim your light, right? You don't let people throw sand on your fire, put shade on your glow, let you drip into darkness, because you are a bright and shining star in this universe. Did you know that? You are the incarnation on earth of a star in heaven. You really are. Go be that star. Let that light the shine. Because you know what the really crime is about this? And then I'm going to stop talking your ear off today. Is you're sitting there in this energy, and someone who does not deserve it is getting the best part of a magical person who has so much to give to the world. So you're not just robbing yourself with this by not ending the cycle and putting yourself where you need to be, my dark and lovely soul. You're robbing other people who need your light. So if you're altruistic like myself, and though I don't pretend to be, sometimes I am, go be a light to the world, okay? Go do that. I think you're amazing. The universe thinks you're amazing. That's why Stolas sent me. I'm going to go like this, my dark and lovely soul. Did you hear my cat banging around? You deserve it. You deserve a here's this fake hug from across. It's a real one. It's a spiritual hug. But you're a good person. Get out of that muck. Get out of that mire. You've watched me this far, so you get my last commercial. My name is Lenny Graves. You can find me here on YouTube at The Lenny Graves, at TikTok at The Lenny Graves, or Dysfunctional Enlightenment on Facebook and Instagram. I would love to see you, and you can always go to my website at thelennygraves.com. You guys are the best. Think about liking and subscribing. I will talk to you later, my dark and lovely souls.